What's the story, Morning Glory? What's the word, hummingbird? Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this quick conversation of things that bother the hell out of me on TikTok. So, I came across these videos on TikTok about a year ago of these adult children who feature their elderly parents, and their elderly parents are afflicted with some sort of dementia. It could be Alzheimer's, it could be early on dementia, whatever. And one particular account that I had noticed was an account of this man who was an attorney in California. I say was, but he still is an attorney in California. He lives with his wife, his adult children, and his father, who's about 90 years old, also resides with him. And the father splits his time between his house and his brother's house. So, as I began to watch more and more of his videos, and I came across his videos because I think one of them showed up on my For You page, and it was a video of when his elderly father had gotten into one of their cars, and the son comes out, phone already recording, and he starts yelling at his dad, like, "Dad, what are you effing doing? You don't drive anymore. Get out of the effing car. This isn't your car." And so his dad was like, "Well, I wanted to go to the bank, but there's somebody to take me, so I want to go to the bank." And so the son was like, "Well, and how do you expect to get there? Do you even know how to get to the bank? How do you get to the bank?" And so they go back and forth, back and forth. Now, for that particular video, I think it went viral or something. He had gotten a lot of heat from the people who had watched it, from the audience, because he was using these expletives with his father. He was yelling at his father. So a lot of people were telling him that he was mistreating his dad. And so that's how I came across the video, because I guess it had gone viral. So the more and more I began to watch of this particular account, I didn't like how the man, excuse me, how the man and his wife would, I didn't like how they would like goad him, or try to like encourage him to say things that they thought that maybe the audience would find interesting or peculiar, like to really showcase his dementia. They really wanted to bring out the symptoms of his dementia. And I say dementia because that's what they call it on the account. That's how the son refers to his father's affliction. He doesn't say Alzheimer's because, I know there's a difference between the two. And so I don't think the old man has been diagnosed with Alzheimer. I think he still has some sort of dementia. So I began to see that it looks like they're encouraging him to give certain responses, for the sake of their TikTok account, their TikTok videos. So, for example, one of the things that really irritated me the most is that the elderly father would always forget that his mother and his brother had long since passed away. So now and again, he would ask his son, "I haven't talked to my brother." Let's say his name is Peter. "I haven't talked to my brother Peter. I wonder how he's doing. I hope he's okay." And so the son would tell his father, "Dad, your brother's dead. Your brother Peter's dead. He died 10 years ago. He's dead." And the father would have this reaction of like shock, like, "My brother's dead? My brother Peter's dead? When did he die?" And so the son would tell him, "This is when he died. This is what he died of." And of course, I don't know how much time later, a few months later, a few days later, I don't know, you would get another video of him asking about his brother again. Like, "I wonder what's going on with my brother Peter." And once again, the son would tell him, "Dad, your brother's dead." And one time, the elderly father asked about his mother, his own mother. And he was like, "I need to check on my mom and make sure that she has enough to eat, that she has enough food." And the son responded by saying, "Dad, you're 90 years old. Your mother's dead. Grandma died. Grandma died 25 years ago." And the elderly father was like, "Oh, my mom's dead? What? My mom's dead?" And it was so painful for me to watch, because this was like a genuine raw reaction from this old man about hearing about his mother passing away, or hearing about his brother passing away. And it's as if he's heard this news for the very first time, because he's got cognitive problems. He doesn't remember. He has short-term memory loss. And so he always forgets. So let's put that to the side. The elderly man will also always ask about his checkbook or his phone. And so he's always asking, and that became like a running joke on this particular account. The elderly man will always ask about, where's my checkbook? Where's my checkbook? I need my checkbook. Help me find my checkbook. And they would always tell him, Dad, your checkbook is at your other son's house. Your checkbook is at his, you'll get it tomorrow. You're going to go to his house tomorrow. He'll pick you up tomorrow. You'll get your checkbook there. And they say that obviously just to, calm him down because he's about to go berserk over his checkbook. So they tell him that just to calm him down. But in reality, there is no checkbook. Or he'll ask about his phone. He doesn't have a phone. So he'll ask about these items over and over and over again, and they lie to him because these things don't exist. They don't tell him you don't have a checkbook. They tell him it's at your other son's house. Your phone is at your other son. They'll lie to him. So my question was always, if they lie to him about these items, why don't they lie to him about his loved ones passing away? Because why would you tell him something that's going to cause him to have this emotional reaction about hearing about his mother passing away or his brother passing away? Why don't you tell him, in order for him to not go through that emotion, just tell him, oh, don't worry, your mom's fine. She's at home. Or, your brother Peter, he's on vacation right now, Dad. He'll be back soon. You get to see him in a couple of days or something to that effect, because he's going to forget anyway, because he's always asking about them, because he doesn't remember what you told him. So that's when I began to think to myself, okay, they are just exploiting his memory loss for clicks and views, because just like you lie about the checkbook and the phone, you can lie about his mother and his brother because you don't want to put him through that pain, or that it looks like he's going through something. He's going through some type of shock when they tell him that his mother passed away, or that his brother passed away. And so then I was like, okay, so they're just doing this just to get him to react, because it gets a lot of views when they make these type of videos. And I'm not saying that they're goading him into asking about his mom or his brother. I'm pretty sure he's genuinely asking about his relatives. But for them to keep telling him that these people have passed away, and for him to react like this and to feel some kind of way about it, I just thought that that was a little bit kind of like, on the mean side. They could lie to him like the way they lie about the checkbook and the telephone. So, and then there was like this one particular video that they did where the son's wife was taking a walk with her father-in-law, and you can see their shadows on the ground. And so as they're walking, she's walking beside him. You can see her shadow and how she's holding this phone in front of his face. And it just seemed to me very invasive, because they're taking a walk and she's got this phone recording him. And you can see, like I said, you see the shadow, you can see her arm in the phone and how she's holding it to capture his face. And that just seemed very invasive to me. And it's like they're constantly ready to record in case he says something funny, or in case he says something that's going to get a reaction from the audience. I don't know. But I think it's very, very exploitive of the medical condition that his father has. And the father obviously does not have the ability to say, hey, stop recording me. Don't make my illness a thing for your TikTok account or for your TikTok videos. He can't say that because he doesn't know. He's completely unaware of what's going on and of what they're doing. There was another video that they did where it was like early in the morning or in the middle of the night, like, no, maybe like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's still dark outside. The old man had gotten up and he was looking for something. And it's like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. The son's already up with his phone recording his dad, as his dad is just like wandering around the house, completely confused about what he's doing or what he's looking for or what's going on. And the son is just there recording him. And he's asking his dad, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. What are you looking for? Excuse me. I don't know if the father was looking for the bathroom or what he was looking for. And I'm just like, okay, even at 4 o'clock in the morning, when you're dead tired, he's tired, you're going to get your phone and you're going to record this moment and put it on TikTok. So it doesn't sit well with me at all. And then when I read the comments, it seems like, some people are against it, but mostly are okay with it. And it just makes me sad that you can be in a state where you are not fully aware and you are not fully able to make decisions for yourself. Other people are making these decisions for you, and it may or may not even be in your best interest, because who would want to showcase an affliction that they're suffering with or a medical condition that they're suffering with? Not a lot of people would want this broadcast for the whole world to see. And at least, we have the ability to say, hey, don't record me while I'm going through whatever I'm going through. I don't want to be on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. But these people, they don't have that ability. And if they have the ability, would they even give consent for this? And so just like, I guess, we have living wills, wills that dictate what should happen to us if we ever were in an incapacitated state. I think this should be included as well. I would put in my living will, hey, if I ever have dementia, Alzheimer's, or any kind of cognitive issue where I cannot make any decisions for myself, don't put me on TikTok. Don't put me on Instagram. Don't record me for the whole world to see. Yeah, we're going to nip that in the bud right now. So it's a little bit unfortunate, in my personal opinion, that this is what's happening to these elderly people. And it could be for medical reasons, or that they want to bring more attention to this, or that more research can be done to hopefully find a cure. The videos that I've seen, and I've seen so many of them, just to me, they don't come across that way of this particular account. Now there is a whole nother account of an adult daughter, and the mother has some cognitive issues. I think she does have some type of dementia. And at least in that account, the daughter does a lot of explanation. She talks about how her mother became this way. She'll show pictures or videos of her mother before her mother got sick. And she'll talk about how this disease has progressed over the years, because people will ask a lot of questions and she'll take the time to answer. And now it's like we're having a medical discussion. She's giving us a lot of medical explanations of what this is, how it occurs, how often does it occur in people, what is the prognosis, what is her future looking like, what is she going through now. And so in that account, it's more educational, but this other account with the son and the father, it really just seems like it's for entertainment. And now there's merch. With the father and the son account, now there's merch, because the father was constantly asking about, where's my checkbook, where's my checkbook. So he's got t-shirts with a drawing of his father's face, and beneath it says, where's my checkbook. And so now he's selling merchandise off of this, and that just, it seems exploitive. Now I may have missed the video where he explained, and all the proceeds are going to, dementia awareness, dementia foundations, to help find a cure for this and to provide treatment. Maybe I missed that video, but every video that I have seen, and I have seen many, and I have been watching them for about a year, I don't see that. Whereas with the mother and the daughter, I see a lot of like her trying to bring attention and awareness to the particular type of dementia that her mother has. So it's also very sad, and maybe, I'm completely wrong in my opinion, and I don't want to talk bad about anyone. I don't want to criticize anyone, especially we can't forget the fact that for these children to care for their parents on a day-to-day basis, it's amazing, because they could have easily just thrown their parents to an old folks home and forgotten all about them. But the fact that he's very hands-on with taking care of his father, I give him much, 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 much credit for that, because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. He has a wife, he has adult children that are in and out of the home. It's not easy by any stretch of the imagination for him to take on this responsibility, for him and his brother to take on this responsibility of taking care of their father like this. And I applaud them for that. And I show them grace for that. But at the same time, I feel like some of the things that they do, they come across as being very exploitive. That's all I have to say. But yeah, that was just, my thoughts on these particular TikTok accounts, the good, the bad, and the in between of it all. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. On your way out, please don't forget to rate the video. If you like this content, please subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.